Hari Om, Namaste to Pankaja Ayurveda. Very warm welcome. And today we want to share a few Jyotish thoughts. Jyotish is the beautiful, sacred Vedic astrology. And from my very limited knowledge, whatever I understand, very simplified, very broad, on how the planetary constellation right now in the upcoming few weeks in the springtime is influencing us on a general basis, I would like to share with you, and may it be of benefit. And I wish you all the best, and I hope you are happy and healthy. So I'll just say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Hari Om, to have the support and guidance of the deities to find the proper words to share with you. So, maybe you noticed that there is a shift of energies going on. It's not only the springtime, the seasonal shift, which we were talking in the other video, but it is an energetic shift going on. So the planets where last time we talked crowded together so much, all in one sign, all in one Rashi. We called it the planet party in Capricorn, and it may have felt a little pinched together, a little crowded, narrowed down, a little uncomfortable for many of us. And so there is a shift happened there already. So the sun has left those party, the Venus has left those party. They are in Aquarius now. They will also slowly move on to Pisces. Very interesting place also for the sun, with a new moon in Pisces in the mid of March. So this can be a little sensitive day, this new moon day. And also the Venus is pretty close to the sun. So what I learned, it is not an exact conjunction. It will also not be from their numbers, from their ratio related, but they are very close. And that is not too comfortable for the Venus. The sun seems to enjoy Venus company. Who would not enjoy a Venus company? But the sun, of course, is very, very hot and heating and burning with all her good qualities. But to be too close to it, we know, like from very pitta people, that sometimes that we like their enthusiasm, we like their kindling of our thoughts, feeling, emotions, but also they can burn. We can feel burned out being in their company if there is just too much of fire, too much of overwhelming and over enthusiasm. May it be even from a very good intention, but it sometimes can be slightly feeling as like too much, and we feel burnt out after being close with such a personality for a while and not having the proper protection for ourselves, or having a similar Agni, let's say a Tejas quality even of the Agni, like a similar fiery quality in our own personality. That's what I also learned from experience, that two people with a strong Mars or strong Sun, they usually get along pretty well. Only if one of the person has a more depleted Mars or Sun, then it can cause issues. So that's just on a side note. But what happens now on the big screen is that just Venus is so close to the sun, so she can feel like not able to fulfill her own demands. And Venusian demands is, of course, all the sensual experiences, the happiness. It's related to home, but also to your inner home, to your inner place of happiness and feeling good, feeling confident. So this can be a little disturbed right now. Venus also has a relation with finances. That's how you pronounce it, I guess. So maybe some issues there. So just be careful and watch the finance world market, where for sure I'm not the expert on that topic, but this is just a Venus related, very important topic, as well, of course, as the relationships, especially marriage. So see if maybe your partner feels burned out or you feel burned out. See how heated your discussions may be with important relationships in your life. It's not only your life partner or marriage partner, it can be a business partner, it can be this very, very one on one friendship where sometimes we get too fiery just by convincing someone of our opinion, of our view on something. And easily we can, what we call, burn our tongue, right? So in German we have this expression. I guess it can be said in English too. So as if you tasted too hot soup, or just you drink it too fast, you didn't know it's that hot, and then you burn your tongue very practically, and this is really, really painful. Have you ever burned your tongue? So compared to that, you burn your tongue, your own tongue, actually, specifically when you say harsh words to someone else. So that's the interesting thing, that even more than you hurt the other person, who of course you do also hurt, depending on their sensitivities, their triggers, their past, their delicate, vulnerable fields. But first and foremost, you may hurt your own tongue by being too fiery, too harsh with someone. So this could be a good advice or reminder for the upcoming weeks, because also I now recall that Mars, he is together with Rahu right now in Taurus, in the Taurus sign. So whereas I learned that usually Mars in Taurus is pretty cautious and holding back, so it's not the strongest Mars in Taurus. But together with Rahu, he gets very activated and maybe overactivated. So that's a similar topic, actually. And then, of course, according to which houses Mars is ruling in your chart, then those houses may be delicate to face some issues. So be careful with over impulsiveness. Don't take too fast, rush decisions, like in the moment decisions. This is something that Rahu can bring up. So Rahu, this like very strongly energetic power of also desire and like forces, like this is a feeling of an inner force. I have to do this now. I have to call this person. I have to book this flight, whatever it may be. Huge, bigger decisions than that, even buying something. So be careful and really sleep over it. Not only one night, several nights, and maybe wait till end of the month and beginning of April, I would say, because there is the exact conjunction of Mars and Rahu is in the end of March, 27, 28 March. Those may be really vulnerable days. So it is not recommended also to travel on those days. Nevertheless, travel is very restricted right now, but still maybe good reminder, and also not to go into crowds, which similarly is not really recommended right now anyways, but especially not in these days, 27th, 28th of March. So there may just be too much fire in the air, I would put it like that. So be very cautious, careful. And then after beginning of April, it will lighten up on that area. So, and then we have we have a really good news, two good news actually. Oh, there's so many good news. Let's see which ones to share today. So one is that also Mars, then in the end of March, he will break the Kala Sarpa Yoga. We were talking about this very specific Kala Sarpa Yoga when Rahu and Ketu, those two lunar nodes, not real planets, but shadow planets regarded in the Vedic philosophy, in the Vedic astrology, Jyotish, when they are in a direct line and separating all the planets, the real planets, on either side of the chart. So that's what was happening since the last couple of months, and it will be broken because this brought up a very restricted feeling for all of us, and also for in the world scene, in the global political and so on scene. And so this Kala Sarpa Yoga will be broken first by Mars, and then slowly by other planets also. So that means that the planets will be more equally distributed again on the firmament, on the world chart, and that will feel more freedom, more relief, because they can also get back into their own strength and power and dignity when they are not so much restricted. if you compare just too many people being in a small space, then the conversations won't be that good compared usually compared to if they all have their own pace, they can make their own thoughts, they can live in their own energy. It's so important to have your home energy space. And then from there, you go out into community again. So then you can really contribute to community when you feel safe and when you feel nourished in your own sphere. And that was not so much possible in the last few months, and maybe we felt that on some level, maybe even on the home feeling. And so there may be changes there that you feel more confidence, more freedom, and more clear intuition also. Also, Aquarius is so much about community, what the community really wants from you rather than your own little ego wants. So, and this may sometimes not be on the same pace, right? So Aquarius means giving back to society also. So karmically seen, even what may be your duty, your dharma to do, not only what you feel like doing and feel happy doing. So this is one important part. Of course, only when you're happy, fulfilled, nourished, and safe, you can go out and contribute to society and to the world. But this is an important next step. So don't just stay stuck in the only self-nourishing and protecting yourself. This is only one step, very important step, but only one step along the road. So these are some thoughts on the planetary constellations. Another important, which I don't want to miss out in this talk right now, is the very important Jupiter planet. So he's also called Guru in the Vedic astrology. So Guru, both your guide, your guidance, your guru in the sense of a teacher, a master, and also the guru can be your life partner, your important one partner, right? So this Jupiter planet, he is changing. He's still in the Saturn ruled sign. So he was in Capricorn with all the others in this party. So now he's in Aquarius, which is already quite a shift. Still Saturn ruled, but he's changing nakshatra. So nakshatra is this other, like even more subtle category of energies. And there he goes into Dhanishta. And Dhanishta, from what I learned so far, is a very highly spiritual nakshatra. Though we could say, though or as, it is ruled by Mars and it has to do with wealth. So Dhan is also is the wealth, and Ishta seems like something like complete, so complete wealth, and that already signifies it's more than normal wealth, which we could think on a worldly level to have all your what you need, or even your own property and your car and your good bank account. That could be like a normal wealth, which is of course the very important basis to live comfortably and do your dharma in a smooth way without striving just for having your very own needs. But this is just only one part of it. We're talking here about complete wealth. So there must be more than that. And that, of course, is the spiritual wealth, the wealth in your thinking, in your ethics, in your duties, in your understanding of your responsibility, in like really accepting this responsibility rather than fighting it or blaming about it or judging, comparing to others. So all this would be not related to developing a real strong inner wealth. And that's what Jupiter, who is such a spiritual planet by itself already, I mean, he signifies your inner guidance or outer guidance with a guru. So he's already such a spiritual planet. And so now he goes in this nakshatra where he tells you, develop your complete wealth. And that's what is the chance and the opportunity now in the upcoming weeks. And this is very powerful. And the slow moving planet, a major planet like Jupiter, changing nakshatra, is quite a strong energy impact. So that's why I really didn't want to miss out pointing out this beautiful shift of Guru Jupiter into Dhanishta Nakshatra. So let's enjoy this quality and let us see what this brings up for each and any one of us. And share, if you like, your comments in the description box. Then we can see how this springtime goes for all of us. And I wish you all the best. And let's see what we close with. We'll do the same as we started with. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hari Om. This is the mantra for your fourth house in your Jyotish chart, for your inner happiness and confidence. And this is where we want to act from. Then we will do proper action. Namaste. See you soon and love you all. Bye.